Hello, my ballers! I'm so sorry, I was having some tech issues, so I started and stopped stream for a while, but now it looks like everything's good. So hello everybody, welcome on in. Today we are playing a game called Necrobarista. All I know is there is necromancy and there's coffee. So let's get into it. I was gonna play something else today, but I'm like, you know what? I'm not in the mood for that game, so this one I already had downloaded, so let's go. It's more laid back, from what I could tell. But also, hi Zager, how are you doing? Welcome on in. Ba 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 da ba ba. So I don't know if we are a necromancer and a barista, or we are the dead. They thought of the faraway grave on the plain. They thought of the comrade who came not again. They lifted their glasses, and sadly, they said, "We drink to the name of the mate who is dead." Henry Lawson. Okay, I thought there was gonna be voice acting, so I guess we're gonna be reading out and trying to act out stuff. It's too bloody damp down here. I know we're underground, but I don't suppose there are any windows we could open? There's a ventilation duct in here somewhere. Maddie, mind opening it up to get some fresh air circulating? Other end's blocked right now. There's a dumpster sitting on top of it. You'll have to grin and bear it. What are they doing? Can we hurry this up? Calm your farm, old man. You're well aware it takes a while to set up. I don't appreciate your tone. Oh, I think this one character is the main character because the glasses. Sorry. At the very least, can we turn on some lights? With all the rubbish you got scattered around the place, I'd like to at least know where I'm putting my feet. Ashley, would you mind? Oh, we got some lights, babe. What the heck kind of place is this? Thanks. You're more organized than last time, I see. Practice makes perfect. Are we practicing necromancy on the regular or something? Hey, Maddie. Hey, Maddie. How much more wire do we need? I think that's enough. Great. Now, Shay? What's up, little P? I found you a chair. Ah, thank you. I am so confused as to what's going on. So, this whole thing. Surely it's not legal, yeah? Maddie wasn't clear on that. Yes, the council found it confronting. For good reason, I suppose. Oh. The music do be bumping, though, I will say. Because it utterly upsets the natural order, mate. Why? It's not just bureaucracy. Shush you! Most rules can be bent, after all. And Maddie has a particular fascination with breaking rules. As I'm sure you've realized. Hey, don't give her all the credit. Bah! Is this related to her gambling for time? Uh-huh. So, the transfer was the same sort of magic we're doing now, yes? Small scale, though. Doing it on a larger scale requires a bit more preparation. The council's successfully surpassed... This sucks, because I can't read. Suppressed all available information about it, though. For good reason! What happens if something goes wrong? Well, you don't tend to mess it up more than once. Or try again after you fail, for that matter. Stubborn scholars notwithstanding. What do you even call this sort of magic, then? Oh. Questions irrelevant. Because it's banned. Extremely cool? That's what I call it. By definition, it's a conduit ritual. But hey, we're among friends. So we can call it what it really is. Black magic? Necromancy. Okay, yeah, some necromancy. Prologue. It's hard. I wish they had different text colors for each character that was speaking, because I don't know throughout that whole scene who was speaking unless they'd pan to their face. From your hazy memories, a certain word calls out to you. Necromancy. You tried desperately to remember what it meant. Necromancy. Who are we trying to bring back from the dead? Oh, I can tap it! Oh, okay. The fragment of a memory stays with you. Piece together the past. Remember what transpired. And never forget. You are. Scattered. Practice. Fascination. Disheveled. Blenders. Detective. Story. Blah 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 blah. Okay. So am I, like, reassembling the fragments of my memory through the game? Oh, you can actually move around. I did not know that. Let's go! Can I zoom? Oh, I can! Press and hold to inspect a memory. Confirm. Oh! Maddie's rules. 1. We welcome both living and dead. Patrons will be served in the order they arrived. 2. Don't ask who's alive. It's rude. So what? Is this like a society that's like used to the dead walking around? If someone wants you to know, they'll tell you. 3. The dead have 24 hours to spend within the premises before moving on. Strictly enforced. No, we don't have Wi-Fi. 5. Report broken items and other abnormalities to staff. We can't clean up your broken glass or spatial rift if we don't know about it. Don't feed the Edealons. They can't eat, and offering them food just reminds me of that cruel fact. Are we a coffee shop for, like, spirits? That's kind of cool. Can I go in? Oh, this is kind of cool. Alright, let's go serve some ghosts some coffee, baby! I am still very confused, though. Got it! Hi, Sam, how are you doing? Part 1. Just another day on the job. Order up! The Terminal, Carlton, Victoria. Australia, 3053. Excerpts from online reviews. Pretty unremarkable coffee. Barista speaks Chinese, but exclusively uses it to mock people to their faces. I am very self-conscious about my top hat now. Observed little girl running around cafe with a knife. Unsupervised. Oh no! Came down with a deep sense of ennui after visiting. Was rudely told to stop being a big dweebus after complaining about burnt taste in coffee. The coffee's some of the best I've ever had. 5 stars. Disclosure, I have no taste buds. Oh, other a little sleepy doing alright? It is fair. I'm a little sleepy as well. The doors close. Oh no, who approacheth? Oh, hi. Hey. Mate, you alright? Ah! Coffee do be like that indeed, Tony. How are you doing? Welcome on in. Ah! You can see me? Clear as day, yeah? What can I get you? I've been walking around for hours. Wait, is this me? Is that guy me? Nobody was talking to me. I don't even know how I got here. I think you find it was via the front door. Ha! Okay. Right. Where am I? This dearly departed is the terminal. Carlton's finest. Departed? They say our coffee's to die for. Wait, so I'm dead? So, I don't really know how to go about this. Ask me anything, man. You're not the first disheveled dead guy to drop in, and I'm sure you won't be the last. What does everyone else ask? Hola! They generally ask, what does everyone else ask? Ah, shit. And they always say that. Then there's the embarrassed silence. Alright. I get it. Make a habit of bullying everyone who comes through, or just the pitiful ones. It's almost exclusively the latter. I guess that's consistent. I always felt people saw me as a pitiful guy. Sorry, I was actually just kidding there. No, you're right. I'm a fucking sad sack. Boss hated me, family hated me, work sucked. Just like everything else about me. Now I'm never even gonna have a chance to make things better for myself. That's it. Stick a fork in me, I'm done. Hey, come on! Now I'm sitting at a cafe for dead people, falling apart in front of the barista. Mate, pull it together! Jeez, okay, calm down. Number 1 rule, no breakdowns in the cafe, please. That wasn't the number 1 rule. I promise, man. You are okay. I know how it is. Are you dead? No, and I don't know if you read the rules outside, but God, I did. Yes, I can't even get that right. In that case, you'll also have to read that you have 24 hours left before you gotta move on to the next place. And I don't think you want to spend them having one big, long, extended panic attack. 24 hours? Ah, shit. What I'm saying is, everything's okay. Just take some deep breaths. We'll sort this out. I'm sorry. I don't want to be a fuss. Cafe's empty. It's not like I've got anything else going on. Don't worry about it. So when you die, you have to spend 24 hours in like, not like a mediocre coffee place? Damn, that sucks. I'm kind of a burden. You're not, I promise. Chin up, mate. Let me tell you about the building. It's got some cool history. So the first time I came here was about 4 years ago. And that's why you should never, ever serve a martini to a dead biker, even if he specifically asks for one. Huh. Out of all the possible ways to react to that, that's one I certainly didn't expect. Yeah. No point in seeking eternal vengeance if you're gonna have to leave in a few hours anyway. Kinda strips it of meaning, you know? There's no way to tell whether you'll even care once you cross over. But then again, maybe I'm just being a buzzkill about it. Shouldn't go around policing people's reactions to things. Huh. And I'm still wrapping my head around all this death, that is. Oh, look at her make coffee! happy. Feels weird to say it, doesn't it? Weird. Yeah, that's the word. So you said most people don't ever find out how they died before they pass? Even if they got murdered or something? Yep. Most people don't die from murder. It's mostly sickness, or old age, or lawnmower accidents. Honestly, yeah, like, you're more likely to die from a lawnmower accident than being straight up murdered, probably. Well, they call them accidents, but really, loads of lawnmowers are possessed by evil spirits. That said... Alright, hold on a moment! You can't just drop that and move on. Possessed lawnmowers? Seriously? Anything with spinning blades attracts them. Garden equipment, blenders, power saws. They're a real pain in the arse. Gotta do at least 1 or 2 exorcisms a month on a coffee grinder! What? Imagine having a possessed coffee grinder and the coffee grinder tries to kill you. That'd be a time. That's wild. Wait, what's that? So I know I'm breaking the rules again, but how many people in here are dead? Yeah. It's a cafe for dead people. Does that mean it's everyone? Or are some of these people just really into ghost cafes? A little of column A, a little of column B. Plenty of mortals come through, but this is one of the only crossing points in the country, so we get a lot of your type. That's also why the rent is so high, because those vampires who own the place know we get a lot of foot traffic. Literal vampires? No. Like, boomers. Landlord class. Ah. Same thing, I guess. So to answer your question, there are 9 customers in here right now. Out of those 9, yourself included, I'd say 4 or 5 of them are just passing through on their way to the next place. How can you tell? Once you've worked here for a while, you get a sort of a sixth sense for this kind of thing. Gotcha. Speaking of sixth senses, I've got one for trouble. You have 2 sixth senses? I kind of like this main character. She's cool. Hello, Ashley. Oh, it's this little gremlin. Ashley had adopted the cafe staff a couple years back, much in the same way a puppy adopts a squeaky toy. She was kind of a ferocious, smart kid who absorbed information like a sponge, but only used it to cause trouble. Today, she was accompanied by the stench of motor oil and brought with her a look that said, "I'm an invincible genius." She was mostly right about that one. Oh, you can click these words. I did not know you could click the highlighted words. Ashley fancied herself a genius ever since the day that Maddie invited her to become a spunky sidekick. Alright, I know that look. Spit it out. What? I don't know what you're talking about. Cut the crap, kid. What are you after? I'm busy dealing with a customer. Not really needing any attention. Shut up! I need an extra pair of hands. None of my ashlings are around to help. Don't you have any clamps? We got a bunch of for your birthday last month. Aging a year means you're 1 year closer to death. Odd thing to celebrate. Oh, it's like a glossary or whatever. They're all being used for other very important things. They were not. Pretty sure I saw one on a table upstairs earlier. No, I really need a helper. Ashley? I'm busy. Please? Hey, I could probably. I could. Come on, Ashley, you gotta let us work. I'm not gonna get anything done down here. I have to keep going upstairs to find the screwdrivers you've misplaced. Trying to improvise a screwdriver is a good way to end up with stripped screws. Use the right tool for the job. I agree with that. But, hey, no dice. What about Che? He can help me. What about... He's emptying the dishwasher. Sound familiar? It should be because I told you not to do it an hour ago. Or told you to do it an hour ago. Oh. It's really no trouble. Oh! Why don't I take this guy? One thing he's busy with is being dead. Hey, come on. Ashley, I'm not gonna argue with you about this. I'm sure he would rather relax than be bossed around. Also, manners. We've talked about this. You've got to be more respectful in front of customers. Please! I'm happy to go upstairs. Really, it's fine. I don't have anything else going on. And I'm super dead. I'm cool with it. I am Keishan. Very dead guy. Happy to help. You sure? I can just send her back upstairs. Promise. It's fine. I just sit around and be a pain otherwise. Perfect. Come on. In follower hierarchy, peons are the lower level assistant. Yeah. We got work to do. Alright. Ashley wasn't getting enough attention. This is a lot of reading. I was hoping it was fully voiced, but I guess not. But with Maddie's newfound responsibilities, some sacrifices had to be made. That meant the kid would just have to occupy herself more often than not. Still, she still felt guilty as hell about it, and... You know, I reckon this place needs more plants. Jesus Christ, Shay! You're gonna give me a heart attack, you old bastard. What's on your mind? Head in the clouds, as per usual. Did it look like I was thinking? Thinking thoughts thinking. Excruciatingly so. What's going on? Nothing important. Just my resting bitch face. Nope. This one's different. How so? Your facial expression is reminding me of that time you tried to fistfight that cosplayer. Cosplay is short for costume play, and bad things can happen when play suddenly becomes serious business. Oh, the samurai? The one who barged in, waving his gift store katana around and demanding satisfaction after I refused to put 15 shots in his copy? Weirdly specific. What's it look like? Looks like you got threatened with 1,000-foot Nippon? Stale. It's a precious memory, so I remember it very clearly. A mix of deep disgust. People with high disgust sensitivity seldom do well in a kitchen environment. Somehow, Maddie manages. A whole bunch of... I can't read! Why am I... Derision. And a tiny pinch of pity. Yep, that's me. What a mood. You alright, though? Real talk. I'm fine. I'm actually fine. Fine, or let's not talk about it fine. The second one. Pharaoh. Offer's still open if you'd like to talk things out. In the meantime, sorry. Can I grab that tea towel? My hands are wet. Oh, yeah, here you go. So, do the dishes need hand washing, or... I'm sure I told Ashley to empty the dishwasher earlier. Nah, thing's busted. Door latch won't close. Might call the repairman. Ashley shouldn't wash them by hand anyway. Her arms would corrode, so I did it. Not a problem. Yeah, fair enough. So like I mentioned, it'll need a repair unless you want Ashley at it. Some people remain stubbornly defiant in the face of planned repairments are for quitters. What? I'd call the repairman myself, but our landline stopped working last week. We have a landline? Yes. Ancient technology. An elegant tool for a less civilized age. Only works when you pay the bill, though. I don't know if it'd be cheaper to get it repaired, or just to buy a new one and give Ashley the old one for parts. The costs are pretty close, all things considered. Hey, don't work too hard. You'll worry yourself into an early grave. Hey, you spent 50 years digging holes. If you want to see a lot of the earth, you can become a globetrotter. You can pick up a shovel. Okay. Sounds like a pretty tough work, old man. Ow! Old man? For your information, I'm barely 170-ish? What the hell? I'm failing to see the inaccuracy. It was during a literal gold rush. Everyone was doing it. Only thing different about me is I eventually started digging up things more interesting than gold. Only kind of gold I'm interested in is brown gold. Coffee. Shut up! Oh, now I want coffee. I should have made a coffee before I started playing this. Hey, so, I know it's just another stress on the stress pile, but I think we need to put in an order for more kitchenware soon. Yeah, another thing, that costs money. We're beginning to run out of cutlery. It keeps disappearing, not sure where. I don't know how long it can wait before we get more. I don't know if we can afford that this month. Just, you know, everything's a bit too pricey right now. I feel this! I feel that so hard. Doesn't help that the coffee cartels keep pushing prices up. I don't think the importer is part of the cartel. They're quite nice. I've seen photos of their kids. You ever spoke to them? They're obviously criminals at the prices they charge. I mean, we did die. Hi, Mr. Rabbit. How are you doing? Welcome on in. Wholesale my arse. And yet, we keep buying from them. Well, yeah. The beans are good, man. It's just everything else on top of them that's stressing me out. Ah, yes. I'll happily accept the blame for some of that. It's fine. You don't have to. I know it's all on me. I've got to figure it out how to pay everything off. Everything. And everyone. The shitty council of death and the deadly shitty time that we owe to them are the last things I want to think about right now. I've lost enough sleep over it already. Hey, I'm here to help. I'm worried about you, you know? You've had a lot of responsibility dropped on you in a very short amount of time. Maddie's been saddled with great responsibility. She's still waiting for the great power that's supposed to come with it. I can't help but feel a little bit culpable for that. I know, yeah, I know. And you? I can't thank you enough. Shh, it's alright. Hold yourself together. We'll figure it out as a team, just like we always have. I just don't want to deal with it, you know? I get it. And I don't want you to feel like I'm imposing or interfering too much. I know the cafe is yours now, and even though things are a bit much at the moment, I know I keep saying this, Maddie, but I don't know how much time we have to deal with all of this before things start to fall apart. Things are already falling apart. But you're gonna have to face reality at some point. You know that, right? Che, oh my god, yes, I know! I don't need any more reminders from you. Back off, man. The council's always on my mind. I can't escape them. My best is all I can do, okay? Just because you're my best friend and my old boss and my mentor doesn't mean I need you preaching to me about how I need to deal with my problems. Because they're my problems now, not yours. Alright, no worries. I'll give you some space. Might go check on Ashley. You've seen her recently? She's upstairs. Dragged a customer up there talking about clamps or something. I better go rescue them then. Back in a bit. This is too much reading for my brain to compute. Shit, he's right, isn't he? We really could use some more plants. You got like 1, 2, 3, 4. You got 5 plants. I mean, that's 6, 7, 8, 9. You got a lot of plants. So we're gonna strap a big old steak knife to it and make them fight each other. I love it. This is gonna be great. I want to build something that gets put on that TV show Battle Royale with flamethrowers on it. You're not gonna put one on this little guy, are you? A flamethrower? Probably not. But I want you to record the fight on my phone so we can send it to the producers. Yeah, sure thing. Let's get this knife attached. Haha. Pass me those zip ties. Zip ties! And the knife. Knife! And my coffee. Are you sure? We even gave you that. Coffee! damn. It's empty. My copy is empty, Keishan. The world is beginning to vibrate? Maybe it's good that your coffee cup runneth empty, yeah? I think my cup needs to run it with more espresso! How many shots did you put in there? Too many. But did anyone ask Icarus how many shots of espresso he had? Yeah, I'm reading a book about Icarus. He flew to the sun. I'm cultured. In unrelated news, I have a headache. I think you want to read a little more about Icarus. There's a twist ending to that one. I'm holding a knife, Keishan! No spoilers! No spoilers, promise. Alright, Che. Just say hi. Try not to get a knife slung at you this time. You got this. Ahem. Hey, kids. Ah! Intruder! Oh! Keishan, my buddy, my pal. Did I get him? No, you missed. Damn it. But, wait. You threw it on purpose? Extremely on purpose, yes. I'm fine, by the way. Oh, it's just you. Would it have been worse if it was someone else? Probably. Unless they were an actual spy coming to steal my robot designs. You never know who might be watching. Then it would have been good. Hey, I think I'm crashing. Oh no. Is she okay? Did I kill her? She'll wake up in about 15 minutes with no ill effects. But you'll probably give her... Don't give her more coffee. Don't give her more coffee. She don't need no more coffee. She turns her into a real goblin. Not to get me confused with the days when she's just a regular gremlin. Oh. She told me that it'd make her immeasurably powerful. I mean, she's not wrong, but you know, great power, great responsibility, yada yada yada. She's 13. Kid's got plenty of energy already. Maybe not the sense of responsibility, though. Yeah, I don't even know how I ended up sitting here attaching knives to robots. She's very convincing? You don't have to tell me, mate. She basically lives here. Her parents would kill me if they found out she nearly killed me. Pretty good blind throw, though. She makes me proud in the weirdest ways. Huh? Did she learn for the best? She did, but the best definitely wasn't me. Maddie's pretty deadly with knives. Loves her flashy tricks. Bad habit, probably. Anyway. Oh, this is so much reading. I'm sorry. I'm being very rude. My name's Che. I used to own this place, and I just sort of sit around and cause trouble sometimes. I have knives thrown at me, I guess? I'm Keishan, and I died today. My throat is going to kill me later. Dang. Dang, dang, dang. Hi, Vivi! How are you doing? I'm alive. I'm alive. Oh, look at the little robot dudes. We got a loud one here. Be nice. You know it's scary waking up. Big light's coming towards me. I think it's reliving its last moments. Looks like it. I like how they groove around when they're talking. What is happening? Hello. Oh, hello, addicted to the wilds. Are you playing Monster Hunter Wilds? Yeah, my boyfriend's playing that like crazy right now. I do not remember having this many limbs. Join the club, pal! We are reborn in a new image. I see. I'm Kepler, nice to meet you. And I'm Jacoby. I am unidentified. I don't know if that name will stick. Its body is made of a milk carton. Should we just call it Milk? Nah, too basic. Imagine if you called me Goon, because I'm made of a goon box. What? I wouldn't like that at all. Ashley was saying about something called Lovelace the other day. That's a good one, I think. How does our new friend feel about it? Acceptable? Excellent. Nice to meet you, Lovelace. Yo, look at them go! The little robot dudes! I don't know what they added to the story, but they exist. What even is this game, though? Look at you, turning into a responsible human being. Whoa! During intermissions at the end of episodes, you can freely explore the terminal. Memories are scattered throughout the terminal that dwell into the tales of its patrons. More locations and memories become available as you progress the main story. Yes. Oh, did I just skip, like, the part of, like, looking at things? Whoops. I thought, like, we had to talk to her. Well, ripperoni. I guess next episode. Man, I'd love to see that. I could use a pick-me-up. I can't promise it'll be there. It's kind of inconsistent. Still though, a hallway that's only there sometimes? How do you get to the kitchen otherwise? There's another slightly longer one that we use instead. It's much less exciting. But on the upside, it's consistently there. I love telling new people about it though. The reaction's always hilarious. I definitely didn't expect to be getting enthusiastic today over a weird quantum hallway. Or enthusiastic at all, actually, because as soon as I stopped to think about it, I realized I'm actually extremely messed up about this. Oh, is that like necromancy spell thing? I understand your life has gotten very weird very fast, conceptually speaking. Or, your unlife? I should be better at talking about this by now. Shouldn't I? Ah, geez, that's not a fun way to think about it, huh? Just keep talking about the hallway so I can keep my mind off this. To be honest, I'm not sure I could even properly explain a lot of what goes on in here. The building's mildly sentient, too much magic in the soil for it to not be, really. So the cafe's alive? Not necessarily. Plenty of things have come to life here, but as far as we can tell, the building itself doesn't really fall into that category. Also, it mostly tends to shift itself in ways that are helpful instead of frustrating, so... Quantum hallways. I'm making myself a cuppa. Yeah! You want something? Nah, I'm good for now. Also, what's the barista's name? I didn't actually catch it and I feel like a jerk. Maddie? She's the owner now. Not just the barista. Still makes coffee, of course. But since she's the owner now, she has a lot more to juggle. Why are you asking? Got an eye for her, eh? No! I have a boyfriend. Had? Oh geez, this is a lot. I can't imagine how he's feeling. Try not to think about it. Okay. Yeah. Okay. You want that drink now? I think I want something a little more potent than coffee right now. I'm sorry. Don't enable him, Keishan. Shush! I could get you something stronger, mate. Shot of whiskey, perhaps. I thought this was a cafe. Well, it is, mostly. We do serve alcohol, though. And stronger things on request. Stronger? Like what? Baiju? Absinthe? Pure ethanol? You think a place like this wouldn't have anything stronger than that? Stronger than pure ethanol? Sure. Remind me later and I might put out some of my special reserve. Don't enable him, Keishan. Hey, someone's gotta drink it. I know you're not gonna touch the stuff aside from setting it on fire! Excuse me, I have a perfectly good reason to just want to set a puddle of distilled soul on fire. We'll agree to disagree on that one. So, Keishan, what'll it be? Actually, I changed my mind on the coffee. Can I order something complex? Can I treat myself on my last day on Earth? I'm after a sugar rush. If we have the ingredients, it shouldn't be an issue. Maddie, can whip it up for you? Cool. In that case, can I have a large quadruple shot, double vanilla caramel, no foam, super hot, reverse coconut milk macchiato? Oh my god! With 2 sugars and whipped cream on top? Maddie? Yes, dearest. Can you, I don't quite know how. Is this real? Oh, is it too much? I was gonna ask for a shot of whiskey Che mentioned earlier, but it seemed a little extra. Well, yes. It is too much. I would think even Starbucks would serve that. Why? Because it's a fucked up order, man. Dang. Every single word of that increased my urge to set the espresso machine on fire, so I wouldn't have to think about making coffee ever again. Classic symptoms of being a pyromaniac. Ah. Oh, but the whiskey, fine. I'll do that too. I have a counteroffer which you have to accept. Yeah? I'll make you another double shot long black, and I'll put whiskey in it, but I won't call you a hipster this time. Huh. If you decline my offer, on God, I will strip your soul from your body and use it to scrub the counters at closing time. They will smell delicious afterwards. And if that's any consolation. Yikes! That does sound like a competitive counteroffer, not the soul thing. I'll take the coffee. My generosity knows no bounds. Normie. Whoa, there's more people. So to conclude, that order sucked because it defies the law of physics. It has a heart attack's worth of sugar in it. And it is something only wankers ask for. Is it possible to die twice? Yup. You can die twice if you're brought back from the dead. Or if you manage to really annoy someone between here and the next place. Which is more likely because resurrection is illegal. But if you're asking whether you can get a heart attack or whatever, the answer is no. Life and death have slightly different meaning here. Can't die from natural causes. It's a bit complex and weird. We're still in the process of figuring out how it all works. I'm over 200 years old and I still haven't made proper sense of it yet. Just got some vague ideas. Right. So what's keeping me from just staying here? Like, I'm already dead. Why do I have to go to the next place? Got a certain number of hours you're allowed to remain on the edge of the mortal realm. Hours are fungible. Fungible? They can be bought, sold, and exchanged, generally speaking. But the Council of Death always collects on the debts owed to them, and you'll start running up a debt if you stay here too long. Your soul starts to get itchy too. Ew, that does not sound pleasant at all. It's not something you want to experience. We've had a few stay past their allotted time, and they've gotten very uncomfortable very fast. It starts with general irritability, and then worse things begin to happen. It's a weird thing to wrap your head around. How long do I have before I need to make myself scarce? You get 24 hours, any longer, and we start to pick up the tab since you're on our premises. As charming as you are, we've already racked up too much debt from letting people stick around past their expiry date. We're deep enough in the hole as it is, hours-wise. And cash-wise, we're extremely poor! We've been a bit too lenient in the past, letting people stay a little longer instead of gently shooing them into the next plane of existence, etc. You know the drill. But hey, since hours are fungible, you can always acquire them some other way. There's something actually tonight, or happening tonight actually, you might be interested in. Seriously? You're still doing that? Shush. You know, the council doesn't look on that stuff favorably. Ned says so himself. It draws customers and helps us shave down the debt. I'll take whatever I can get. And hey, frick Ned. We have a 13-year-old right here, you know. She's heard enough coarse language for a lifetime. I'm not too worried about her. She's right, though. What? Every time Ned comes around, he makes you guys really stressed out. Maybe not you so much. But Maddie gets nervous and brings down the mood, man. So, frick Ned. Goodness, I think you've had too much coffee today. I'm crashing out so hard right now, you have no idea. It's like I was crashing earlier, but that was just pre-crash, and I'm having a double crash or something. All I ask is you try and keep the swearing to a minimum when customers are around. Okay, this key should count? That's fine. A couple of my housemates are tragedies, so you learn to ignore it pretty quick. Oh, tradies, not tragedies. We're tradies? They're still tradies unless they changed career in the last couple days. But they're not my roommates anymore, because... Hey mate, have I mentioned how much being dead sucks? Because it sucks and I feel extremely bad about it. I'm having a pretty bad time right now in general, to be honest. Yup. Even just adapting your language is a pain, isn't it? Want a proper drink now? Without coffee? Yeah, that'd be good. The TV didn't say anything about there being a storm tonight. It looks like a decent-sized one's rolling in. Melbourne weather strikes again. I'll go upstairs and close the windows. Cheers. Come on, Ashley. Let's clean up your workbench while we're up there, yeah? Do you need a bribe? Yes. I have some chocolate hidden away. Acceptable. I was not expecting this much reading. But, you know, it's a vibe. Wait. Dead people can still get drunk, yeah? Why else do you think we serve alcohol? To make money? Well, yeah. Hang on. Do I even have my wallet? Doubt it. I don't. Yeah. How does that work? Why do I have my clothes but not the contents of my pockets? I don't know, dude. Everyone's experience is different. Death doesn't follow many rules. Only universal rule I can think of is that you can't stay. People don't generally come in without their clothes, fortunately. So about this drink, I guess you're gonna give me straight vodka or something? Why's that? I don't like making complex drinks. Ha! Dude, no! Hi, Springtime, how are you doing? I'm doing good. This game, I did not realize I should have realized there would have been a lot of reading. But, like, it's like a chiller game. It's a neat concept. I don't think making ridiculous caffeine-laced milkshakes for overcompensating soccer dads. I'm happy to mix a cocktail within reason. Okay. What do you got, then? Chase got everything for you I can think of. And then some. I could go for a mint julep. I don't know how to make a mint julep. Hey, what's that outside? Outside? Some guy out in the rain. Ah, shit. Maddie? Maddie, what's up? Let's get started on that drink. Oh wait, is that the guy from the beginning? I think so. Who are you? Are you Ned? Morning. Hi? Hello, recently departed. Hey, that hat you're wearing kind of makes you look like... Ned Kelly? I could have sworn you were standing outside literally a second ago. So how's this one, Carket? Good morning to you. Ned? It's 7 o'clock in the morning, Madeline. Piss off, Ned Ward! That's not even my full name. Isn't it, Maddie? Chase said it was, and he never lies. He never said that. Well, no, but it was worth trying. A try at what? Catching me off balance? Some shit along those lines? Mate, I'm so off balance right now that a light breeze would knock me head over arse. Don't push me. Hey, this, mint julep's great. Just wanted to contribute that to the conversation. Okay. Feeling lazy, been vibing to music? Ooh, sounds fun. So you catch the game last night? Australian football. No. And I do not care to discuss the egg sport with you or anyone else. Don't try it. Ugh. Just make a polite conversation. No, they're Australian. They're Australian. This is an Australian game. You should try it sometime. Maybe. Not for you, though. You've never come in during daylight hours before. What do you want? Nothing much. I'd like to talk to Che at some point, but it can wait, seeing as he's missing. Planned on sending out a search party? Might do. It'd be a shame to lose an old friend by letting him wander into some train tracks or something. Yeah, well, shut up. He's upstairs last I saw. What was the last you saw, Maddie? Tell me. Why are you like this? What was it? Last saw him walking upstairs. So he could be anywhere then. Probably fled the country to dodge a massive time debt you lot are racking up. He can't go far. I've got him on a pretty tight leash. In regards to the debt. It's not your problem. You must not have heard. Not your problem. Che! Oh, hi, Deadpool. How are you doing? Your dickhead friend Ned is here! Oi. I'm a distinguished gent, not a dickhead. I'll be down in a sec. Yeah, sure. But you also work for the Council of Death. So even if you are a distinguished gent, it cancels out. Is Council of Death like a normal city council? Except for wherever dead people live? Yeah, but the only trash that needs to be collected is right in front of me. This guy? Me? No. You. You're the trash, Ned. The trash is you. It's you, Ned. The trash man from hell! Because councils pick up trash. That's the joke. Oh, cool. He's even got a head shaped like a rubbish bin. It's totally fitting. Huh. I'm not from hell. I don't care. And to be clear, Ned, in case we weren't already, you are the trash. Yeah, I get it. Know how long Che's gonna be? Don't know. He was busy upstairs with Ashley. Yeah, and I had to hide like 5 steak knives from her. I didn't even know we had 5 steak knives. Bit quiet there, mate. How long have you been sitting there? Doesn't matter. Well, your employee's being very rude to me. So if you'd heard any of that, I keep trying to tell him. Ah, my employee, yes. We have some catching up to do. Wait. So yeah, he's not aware that Maddie's actually the owner. I don't follow. Did she quit? Did you fire her for gross incompetence? Far from it. There's been a bit of a shakeup in the cafe's management structure since you last visited. Oh no, don't tell me you gave her the whole thing. Okay, I won't tell you. I tried to tell you before, man. Hey, does anyone else like mint juleps? Bruh, he just wants to be part of the conversation. Because this is great, and I'm nearly done, but also my tongue is numb, and I'm wondering what the deal is with that. Is there something you wanted to discuss? Any drink before we got through all that? Sure. The usual? Yes, please. I will say the music's bumping in this game. How come he gets a curly straw? What? No, he gets a fun straw! So Che, spin me a tale of how and why you handed on the cafe to this person. Well, every man's got his price. Can my price be a curly straw too? Buddy, I'll give you 2 if it means you'll stop complaining about numb lips. Yeah, what did you make this with? Couldn't find half the ingredients, so I put a bunch of baijiu and chili seeds? It's got some of the stuff though, so it's a mint julep in spirit, if nothing else. Does that have any mint or julep in it? At all? It definitely may be lacking mint, and I cannot confirm nor deny the existence of the mythical julep. You asked for my issue earlier, so I thought... So... Earlier though, so there you go. Mission accomplished. Maddie, I am getting very drunk very fast. That'll do it to you. Here, I think you should have a little lie down. I'll get you some water. I'm as strong as an ox! I don't need no lie down! Kishin, my dude. You absolutely need to get horizontal as soon as possible. You can sober up in one of the booths in the back. It's nice and quiet over there. I'll fight you! I'll win though. Up you get, mate. Bloody hell. It would have been helpful if you told me about this before. Probably. I'm not worried about it. Maddie knew she was getting into with this whole cafe, and it's natural that it might take a while for her to get the hang of running a business. Bloody hell. Bit of a dog's dinner though, isn't it? Ned would know. Okay. Oh, for sure. But it'll get better. Like I said, not worried about it. Well, you might want to hold your judgment on that for a moment. I am unfortunately here on official business. Oh. I shouldn't have given you the straw then. No, you shouldn't have. I look quite silly. Want me to get rid of it? It's just Maddie. She won't use it to derail our conversation or make me look like a fool or anything like that. Straw? No, I'll get you one after you have a nap. You can sip the water like a normal person. I'll put it in the dirty dishes then. No! The silly straw! The sacrifices I make for this job. Hey, you met me through it. So, can't have been all that bad. That was bloody 100 years ago. Really? Longer. Time flies when you're immortal, huh? Quasi-immortal. This old rust bucket's still got an expiry date somewhere down the line. What's that? This about immortality? Hey, you should buy more plants. Shut up! Sorry, continue? Immortality? Nothing that I trust you with, that's for sure. Ah, you don't want to see crotchety old me being rude to youngsters 100 years? Truly, I do not. The far future doesn't need amateur necromancers. Your loss. So, you two heading upstairs? Actually, Ned does in fact have something fairly important to discuss with you. Hi, Fern! I'm dying! I have so much reading to do! It is a game about, a coffee shop for the dead. So, like, when people pass, they come to this coffee shop and they spend some time there until it's time to leave and go to, like, the beyond. Oh? It's about the debt you owe to the council. Yeah, I know. What about it? Maddie, it's time. You owe us over 600 hours. Che signed a contract. The hours, or the cafe. You own the cafe, so you own the debt. And tonight, I've come to collect.
I gave it all away, and now has come the day.
Woo!
There's nothing left to give. I waited here so long, I listened for your song, and fell right through what you said. There's nothing left to give.
Oh yeah, and our character's necromancer.
Nothing left to give. There's nothing left to give.
Yeah, we get an OP! Woo! That was cool. I kind of like that. Visitation. That was actually really neat. I do like the music in this game. It's good. Oh my god, there's so much reading. Oh my god, the little robot guys! That was kind of intense. Do they do that often? The song and dance thing? Yeah, what do they think they are? Some sort of anime street gang? What sort of self-obsessed jerk has their own theme song? Don't be a downer, pal. No, let's talk about the dramatic encounter. Oh, between Maddie and Ned? Yes. Yeah, they got chemistry. Not the romantic kind, the explosive kind. Can't leave them in the same room together or they'll kill each other. Bad history? Maddie's just a serious, troubled person from Ned's perspective. Doesn't help that she can't stop herself from pulling pranks on him. No, I suppose not. I mean, he does make it easier either. I don't think he's used to having his authority questioned. She really gets under his skin. Wasn't he a famous criminal? And there lies the irony of the situation. What a strange world we live in. I'm back, my cat got stuck on the curtains. What? Was your cat trying to climb on the curtains or something? I like the little robot guys. They're cute. The robot guys are chill like that. This shouldn't be a depressing memory for any of us. Doodle mode is now available. You can now speak to Ashley to access doodle mode. Doodle mode? Whoa. This is cool. We're upstairs. I could go speak to Ashley for doodle mode. What does this say? You're overdue this week, said Ned. He taped a list of rules that Maddie kept posted by the door. It's a 24-hour rule. Are you sure you've been enforcing it? I think how we run things around here, it's none of your business. Actually, it absolutely is. In fact, keeping the rules is basically my own business. That's kind of what the word enforcer means. I'm supposed to scold you for breaking the rules. So audit me. Oh, I can access downstairs now. Oh my god, little guys. Bro's claws were mad stuck. Oh no. Well, I'm glad you got your cat. I'm glad you got your cat out. Cats be crazy like that. I'm surprised neither of my cats have tried to climb my curtains. At all. Oh. Day 2. The terminal. Ugh. Rise and shine. Don't wanna. You shouldn't waste your last hours on her sleeping. Bro, I would waste my last hours on her sleeping. I like sleep. Man, I was hoping that I was having a really long, weird dream. Heh, sorry, no such luck. Still having trouble getting my head around it. I totally understand. Want a coffee? Oh, I want coffee so bad! Yeah, just something simple. Hipster coffee coming right up. What's going on downstairs? I didn't even know you had a downstairs. So there's more to this place than meets the eye. Maddie's down there desperately trying to fix our debt situation. Sounds like she's hosting a cage match or something. Well, not exactly. But she's mentioned wanting to do that. There's some wrestler called the Red Comet that she wouldn't stop talking about for a while. I like sleep, but I don't like having dreams about being high. Yeah, like, I don't like my dreams, but I like sleeping. Ha! And then because of that, Ashley got obsessed with wrestling for a bit and kept trying to suplex me. Did she manage to? She's tiny. A couple of times. Ha! It was very humiliating, I can imagine. But to properly answer your question, Maddie's running a gambling ring. When you find yourself standing on the brink of death. Oh, gambling. Downstairs? All by herself? It's a fairly unconventional one. And by unconventional, you mean mortals generally aren't involved. The stakes are higher than usual. Oh. Coffee's ready. Come on over and get it. They gamble for time, among other things. You don't sound like you're a huge fan of the idea. I'm not. It's undignified. I mean, as long as Maddie's not in danger, shouldn't it be fine? The council doesn't like it. They turn a blind eye because we don't cause trouble otherwise. But I'd rather not have to worry about bad things coming our way. Because Maddie refuses to approach the problem from a different angle. By the problem, I mean the debt, yeah? I was pretty drunk, but I think I remember Maddie storming off after Ned turned up. Yep. I'm a bit worried about her. I wish I could help. Y'all seem pretty nice. The thought's appreciated. Maddie will figure it out eventually, though. I'm sure. She just needs time. Hey, thanks for the coffee. I just realized I haven't actually made me pay for a bunch of them. How'd you expect to pay for them? Oh, right. No cash. If I were feeling particularly I'd ask you to pay in time. But you're a nice kid, and you need every minute you've got. Wanna head downstairs? I can see your eyes darting to the stairs. I'm not going down, but I'm also not gonna stop you. Yeah, if that's okay. Go on then. I'll stick around up here. Catch you in a bit. Yeah, we're gonna see what she's doing downstairs. She's probably performing necromancy or something. Oh. The story seems interesting. I like the concept, but my god. I gotta read so much. The stairs that led down to the basement were solid and well-worn, with smooth ruts on each step and a handrail that had been polished to a silky sheen throughout the years of use. I hate long-ass words. Yeah, me too. I can't read for shit. Keishan had always liked stairwells. What a weird thing to specifically be like, oh yeah, I'm a big fan of stairwells. People never lingered in them for long, and he'd found them to be a good place to catch a breather. He wasn't obsessed with them. That'd be weird. Oh my god. I was just saying, like, bro, what? But he definitely appreciated a nice set of stairs. It's like, damn, that's a nice set of stairs. On further reflection, it was probably a little weird. Downstairs, Maddie's audience clamored for blood. From you to me, with the understanding that your remaining moments on this plane are limited, you surrender this time freely without coercion as agreed. Contract fulfilled. You're free to go. Whew! That's 3 in a row, you bloodthirsty bastards, the crowd cheered. Maddie was clearly an expert at winding them up into a frenzy. Who's next? The room fell dead silent. Come on, isn't anyone here brave enough to challenge me? I thought you came here to play with knives. Seriously? Anyone? Don't hold out on me. Do we need to pick someone out from the crowd then? Is this what we've come to? Maddie's gaze swept the audience. Keishan, good to see you, Upright. Interested in a game of skill? Me? Yes, you. Oh, sure. Give me some enthusiasm, my man. Sure. What's the game? 5-finger fillet. Oh, is it the knife game? Some of the people in here just call it the knife game. You heard of it? Oh, finally something I'm good at. Rise and shine. Oh, so they're playing the knife. They're betting with knife game. Okay. You've got a lot of knives in this place. Tell me about it. Whoa, 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 whoa. You're doing cool flips and shit. Damn, this thing has good weight to it. Of course, I wouldn't make you compete with an inferior tool. Ha! What? Sorry, I was waiting for you to segue into calling me an inferior tool. Shit, that was low-hanging fruit, wasn't it? Next time, mate. Sure. Kishin did another experimental slash, and this time it made an audible whoosh. The spectators oohed and ahed. But this wasn't for them. He knew that he only had one shot to get accustomed to the blade. You then showing off? Nothing wrong with putting on a little show. Sounds like you're stalling for time. Getting cold feet, perhaps? Heh, not a chance. Let's get started then. You know what you're wagering? Shay mentioned something about you gambling with time. It's not gambling if it's a game of skill. But that's besides the point. We're both wagering for 4 hours. If you win, it comes from the cafe's balance. If I win, it comes from yours. You've got around 16 hours left in case you weren't keeping track. Shit, only that many? Want a little extra time to play with then? Hell yes. Let's stop wasting it and get this over with. You sure you know what you're getting into? Most people are pretty shy about playing with time they have left, especially when their tank's running as empty as yours. Yep, come on, unless you're getting cold feet. Hardly. You've got 30 seconds. Smack the timer when you're ready. Ah! Oh my god, look at him go! The crowd cheered and Kishin fed off their enthusiasm. In response, Betty leaned back and tapped her fingers on the table, feigning impatience. He met her eyes, grinned, and continued his performance. His stabbing motions got faster as he went, the point narrowly missing each of his fingers. Stabs strong enough to drive the knife a millimeter or two into the table. Were good if you wanted to put on a show. And of course, giving the spectators a show was part of the fun. You might be going fast enough to put on a show, but you're not going fast enough to win. How do I do? 16 cents if I counted correctly. Whoa, I couldn't do 16. That's how many Maddie beat me with. Is she gonna lose? Nah, she's gonna kick his ass. Feeling good about that result? Certainly am. Rightio then. Watch closely. Oh, I will. 16. I... 3. Oh, no. 3. 7. 11! 15. Told ya. She's unbeatable. Is it magic? She could cheat if she wanted to. Definitely not. She's just that good. Poor guy. He didn't know what he was getting into. Sorry, mate. You beat me fair and square. I'm pretty impressed. I aim to please. I'll be taking those hours now if you don't mind. Yeah, sure. How does it work? Just like this. You won't feel a thing. Kishin briefly felt tightness in his chest, and for a moment, the tip of Maddie's finger burned white hot. Ow! Shit! Sorry, I lied. It's done now, though. Alright. Does anyone else dare to compete with me? Come on, looking for some actual decent opposition here. I'll take any challenge. Even if it's chess or something. Any challenge? I challenge you. To get everyone a drink. Rounds on me. Oh, he's gonna lecture her about taking his time. Because he was saying to the guy, he's like, nah, I don't want you to gamble. I didn't realize you were watching. There wasn't anything happening upstairs. I got bored. Right. So, you took some hours from Kishin, huh? I did. Do you feel good about that? Shay. Do you? I won them fair and square. He didn't know what he was getting into. There was an obvious power imbalance here you're exploiting. He knew the rules! That doesn't change anything. You led him to believe that he'd get some extra time. And bearing a miracle on his part that absolutely wasn't going to happen. It doesn't matter. He's just passing through. A couple of hours won't make any difference. Maddie! I'm disappointed in you. Our patrons respect us. We need to earn that respect by treating them with respect ourselves. This is not respectful or dignified. Cheating vulnerable passer-throughers out of their time? We're above that. We're better than that. I don't care whether you think it's dishonest or not. I want you to give that poor man his time back. Don't pout. This is serious. I feel like a broken record saying this, but while I understand your intentions are good, you can't keep doing these things. It's all for you. If you really want to do this for me, find another way. This isn't worth it, Maddie. It breaks my heart to see you like this, and I know you're trying your hardest. But this really, truly is not worth sacrificing your own self-respect over. Everyone here respects you, but your gambling with hours just cheapens that. I've given the hours back. Shame. I was pretty great with the knife. Still not as good as me. I was pretty close. Rise and shine. Shouldn't waste your hours. Ooh, ho, ho, ho. Like, there's a lot of interesting aspects to the story. Ugh. Oh, yeah! Lovelace. Yes? What form did you have before being reborn? Huh. I think I was a crab. Come on, I'm being serious. Ashley wouldn't harvest spirit liquid from a crab. You're assuming an awful lot about how squeamish she is. As far as I can remember, I lived above streets next to the sky. So a bird? Wings and feathers and such? No, not that. I do remember flying, though. Oh, were you a sugar glider? Describe? Did you eat insects and tree sap and flower nectar? That is familiar. Wonder how I actually found you then. Could have been anything, really. You mentioned bright lights earlier. Oh. Yeah, I'm thinking you got hit by a car. That seems likely? Is that bad? I mean, you're here now, so... Whether you like it or not? Shut up. I'm still adjusting. We're getting lore on the little crab robot guys. That's pretty crazy. So they were souls of animals? Interesting. Look at you, turning into a responsible human being. You can now speak to Kishin to access studio mode. Oh! Let's go, little girl. The man standing in front of Beth smirked. The knife he held seemed almost slightly compared to his massive hands, but that didn't make it any less intimidating. Finish this one quick. Came a call from behind the knife holder. 3 men stood behind him, wearing expressions which ranged from amused to bored. Beth felt her palms getting sweaty and loosened her grip on the knife in her right hand, sliding her thumb along the guard to reassure herself that its shape hadn't changed since the moment she picked it up. Take your friend's advice, Beth said to the man who was menacing her. Finish this quick. After all, I'm just a little girl. So as little as any 15-year-old girl could be. Can do, said the man as he drew his knife up for a overhead swing. The man's movement suggested that he didn't really know how to use a knife. Not really. He swung the knife like he'd swing a fist, like he was trying to bludgeon her with it, like he'd never really used a knife before. He was stupid. Mercifully stupid. She tried to reassure herself of the fact that trying not to lose her resolve. He lunged towards her as he brought the knife down, and Beth raised her left arm. She felt the edge of the knife hit her skin, but the impact of the blow caused the man to lose his grip on the knife. an opening. Okay. Keishan's footsteps echoed the way that startled him. Were his footsteps always so loud? Perhaps it was just a contrast with the surrounding environment, which seemed to completely silent and made his footfalls seem so jarringly loud as he walked along the catwalk. He was on a catwalk. Why was he on a catwalk? There seemed to be a gaping space below him, filled with some sort of mist that he couldn't see through. It was fog-like, yet despite the fog that lapped at his feet, the air felt so dry. The air was thick there. As he breathed heavily, Kishan felt an overwhelmingly sweet, sickly odor, like the smell of a wet or rotting wood, but all he could see around him was steel beams and a concrete path in front of him. Was it rust he was smelling? No, he knew the smell of rust. This was different. The smell was somehow organic, like the smell of a forest after a fresh rainfall. Kishan shivered. Far in the distance, he could see what looked like a building of some sort so far. A way that it made the structure he was inside feel almost tunnel-like, as if its only purpose was to convey him to that distant building. He continued walking forward, but as he walked, the building seemed to be growing more and more distant. He quickened his pace and he walked faster. He could feel himself moving through the thick, stifling air, and as he looked out, he could see the texture of a catwalk in front of him, unchanged, as though he was walking in place. Kishan started to run backwards, but saw only a blinding light. His eyes immediately shut when he opened them. He was again faced into the tunnel, with the distant building in the center of his view. He tried turning around, but every time he tried to turn his head, his eyes involuntarily shut at the sight of the light, and he was forced to close his eyes or look away, always confronted again with the sight of the small hut when he opened his eyes. His heart pounded violently inside of his chest. The tunnel was so quiet that he could hear his own heartbeat, his own pulse inside of his head. Something about this place felt deeply, incredibly wrong. Get back. I have to get back. My god, this is long! Give me a second, I'm gonna open a drink. He tried turning again. This time found himself unable to even begin rotating his body before his eyes snapped shut, placing him again in a world of darkness until he opened them again and was confronted with the sight of a small hut in the distance, now looking more far away than ever. I have to get back. Let me in! I guess we will continue. Damn. God damn. There we go. My throat is hurting from all the reading. Oh, this is pretty. I kind of like that. Day 2, outside the terminal. You right? Yeah, I guess. Cool. Mind if I join you? Go for it. Oh, it's Ned. Dury? Huh? Do you want a Dury? I'm sorry, Dury. Coffin nail. Cigarette. Do you want to smoke or nah? Alright, of course. Yeah, sure. Sorry, it's been a weird day. Thanks. No worries. Where are you from then? Huh? You're the first to ask. I live in Collingwood. Oh yeah? Whereabouts? Smith Street. Bit pricey up there these days, isn't it? But you like your avo toast. Ha! Piss off. I've got housemates. Well, nah, I know what you mean. Bit odd, being dead and all that. Takes some getting used to. People keep saying that, but it doesn't make me feel any better. I understand. Do you? I reckon as much as anyone can, yeah? Right. Hey, what's avocado actually tastes like? Huh? I've never had it. Can you go out and just eat some? I'm sure Maddie could whip it up if you asked. Avocados are a highly malevolent fruit. Don't trust him one bit. Plus, I've got this whole situation. Oh, so that's what the straw was for. You got it. So what does it taste like? I don't know. Like avocado and toasted bread. Avocado is kind of cold and mushy, but it's got a good taste. Like peas? Definitely better than mushy peas. Love me a bowl of peas, mate. Huh. What? Because they're the only thing you can eat through a straw? Watch yourself. Gonna zap me with your Death Council powers? First off, it's the Council of Death, not a Death Council. They're totally different things. Secondly, you really think that's what we do? Walk around shooting lightning out of our fingers? Well, when you put it like that, it sounds a bit silly, yeah? We don't do anything like that. We just keep things running smoothly is all. Harassing cafe owners to settle their time debt isn't something we like to do. So you just keep the peace? As fucking ironic as that sounds, yeah. And it keeps the peace. Dude, I know. Want another? Sure. Smoking kills. In this case, he's already dead, so I guess this is kind of pretty. I love sunrises here. They're alright. You watch many sunrises, Ned? Not enough, no. Even semi-immortals need their sleep. I just like to sit here and watch. Even when it's cloudy or raining, there's something about watching the sunrise that makes it easier to deal with the coming day. Feeling optimistic all of a sudden. No, I still feel like shit. How about you, Keishan? Keishan? I don't feel great. Still having a lot of trouble. You guys, I'm dead, and I've only got a couple hours left before I have to go, and I don't think anyone here really properly understands what it's like to see your last sunrise ever, without any idea of what comes next, and that's really fucking terrifying. And I'm never gonna see my friends, or my boyfriend, or my family again. I'm just gonna pass on, and I'll never know how much they'll remember me, or mourn me. Or if I'm ever gonna be remembered as a good dude who tried his best, or I'll just be forgotten in a year. But that good dude who tried his best couldn't even win a frickin' game, a 5-finger fillet, in a basement in a cafe that basically sits on the banks of the Styx as far as I can tell. And God, I can't even tell if that matters! Were the stakes low? High? I can't tell, I'm so disoriented. And I'm trying so desperately to feel something. But all I feel is that I'm slipping away with every second. I'm losing myself by degrees. And that's incredibly scary, and I don't know how to deal with it. Yeah, fair. I actually came out to apologize for that. The game. Well, for God's sake, Maddie, have you been gambling again? Can it, Ned? Keishan. I shouldn't have taken that time from you. You took it fair and square. I don't feel like I did, so I'm giving it back. Believe me, I'm as surprised as you are. I don't usually do this. What's different this time? That's my business. I can't believe you're still swindling people out of hours to try and fix your debt. Dude, I know. It's bloody undignified. And it's clear violation of the rules. I will banish you right now, my man. I thought you'd stop pulling that crap once you took ownership of the cafe from Shay. You really think doing this is gonna help you pay the debt? Yes! Absolutely! And if you got any bright ideas on how to do it otherwise, I'm all ears! We should have never granted you and Shay those license to practice. You've obviously failed to be responsible. You really think we wouldn't be doing it if we didn't have the license, Bushman? Give your history. The hypocrisy on display here is astounding. That's all behind me, and you know it. I've been working on doing some good for the last 100 years. With the council? Really? Yes, we maintain the balance. You know why that's important? Sure do, but I don't need you moralizing at me from your ivory tower. Give it a rest, guys. But I'm pulling the last day on Earth card. Quit it. I'll be inside. Come find me when you want those hours back, Kishin. For what it's worth, I'm sorry about all this. I've never been to the other side. I was too afraid to leave, walked the land for decades, evading the council. That's a crime they'll call revenancy. Staying too long, upsetting the balance. But in booting me straight to the next place is some sort of eternal punishment. The council offered me a job. Sorry, that's all stuff you don't care about, I suppose. It's interesting, though. Nah, I'm just filling up empty air. Should head back inside and grab those hours back. Truth be told, I'm not feeling especially fond of Maddie right now. She might have been dishonest with you, but even I can tell she's at the end of her rope. You might not be able to see it yet, but I think the people there are fond of you. You think so? Maddie wouldn't have offered the hours back if there wasn't something different. Plus, that kid Ashley seems to like you, yeah? I guess. She kinda just dragged me off and got me to hold screwdrivers for her. Trust me, she thinks you're great. Go on. Go inside and say hi. I've got some business to stick my nose into anyway. Alright. Catch you in a bit? I've got some questions about the council. Of course. I won't be out for long. Later, mate. Oh! It kind of hurts because it's his last day. Well, he's already dead, but it's his last day on Earth. Then he has to move on. Hey. Yo. Do you want those hours back? I guess so. It's only 4 hours. I don't think it'll make much difference. If it's okay, I prefer that you have them. Ashley's been enjoying having you around. Just Ashley? And me too, I guess. You seem pretty reluctant to admit that, my dude. Don't psychoanalyze me! Sit still for a minute. Lay your hand on mine and place your index finger on my wrist. Is this part of the ritual or just an excuse to hold hands? Shut up! Thanks. Watch carefully. No matter what you do, don't move your hand. There's usually a binding spell I use to make sure that doesn't happen, but I've run out of reagents required and probably don't care about that. True. Alright. Yep. I give this time freely and without coercion. As above, so below. I maintain the balance. Ow! I maintain the balance! That's it. How do you feel? I actually feel better. Feel less itchy? Yeah, you weren't kidding about that yesterday. As you linger, you begin to upset the balance, and as I understand, doesn't feel good. Right, yeah. Why doesn't Ed get to stick around then? Does he just ignore it? The Council are a special case. They are more similar to demigods or demons than they are to us. That's fascinating. Tell me about it. I'd have joined ages ago, but they're all uptight dicks. Oh my god, Maddie. They don't seem bad to me. That's because you've not run into any of their ridiculous rules. Bunch of bloody regulations, manipulating life force, and certain standards on the treatment of spirits. Ugh. Is that why you gave me the hours back? Because Ned realized you broke the rules? No. That was all within guidelines, despite his blustering. I gave them back because I felt bad. That's all. Oh, neat. So you pity me. I love that. I'm actually really into it. No, dude. It's not like that at all. Nah, you don't need to clarify. I get it. Seriously. Last day on Earth. Moving on. Fine. Sure. I'm sorry. Oh. Gotta serve this customer. I'll help. Really, it's not a two-person job. Yep, come on. Ooh, is it another undead or a person that died? Oh wait, do I move? Oh no, I don't. Day 2. Whew! Anything else that needs doing? Nah, I'm gonna take this tray of glasses into the kitchen. You can go chill for a bit. I'll take them if you need a break. Sure? Where's the kitchen? That way, you'll find it eventually. Cool, back in a minute. Yo, they're playing chess! Your pawns are nothing compared to the raw power of my castles! Nothing! Yeah? What's this then? Ah! My castle! Brought low on my own hubris! No, it was just a pawn. Maybe a bit of hubris. Bishop. Knight. Ah! You're the castle and check! Check, you say? I didn't think of that. You activated my trap card! Oh hey, Maddie, come check this out. Ha! I tricked him into a false sense of security. Oh man, that's embarrassing. You seriously let her outmaneuver you that hard? Yes. Haha! I'm very ashamed. Suppose the real hubris was inside me all along. I freaking love winning! I should try doing this more often. A chance to win at chess. Could grow into a big winning streak, you know? You wanna play something with us? I should really head back down to the bar. There's nobody there. Come on, take a load off. If anyone really needs you, they'll let you know where. I'll let them know where. I'm gonna grab all of us a drink. Make sure nobody's waiting down there. Then we play something. Won't be 5 minutes. You should come back this time. You never come back. I'll come back. Promise. Why don't you pick out a game while I'm gone? So find something, Ashley. What do you feel like playing? Something. Something with lots of dice. Dice it is! We'll see you in a minute, Maddie. Ashley's workshop. Ooh! This looks really cool. I like it. Oh, they're cute! They're playing. What are they playing? And that's why the 4th season of Row Battle Royale was an absolute betrayal. But you still want to be in it one day? Yeah. Unless an indie circuit opens up. Like in wrestling? Exactly like in wrestling! Melbourne's got a local show. I want something like that. You could probably put your own local league together if you worked really hard. Perhaps you could build the robots to get people to battle them. Human-controlled bots are boring, though. I want to get more of that spirit juice and put together a bigger Ashling. How big? I think I'll start at car size, then move on to a more bus-adjacent form factor. Ha! I'm not sure we have enough power enough to power one of those. You'd have to get Maddie to source you a large amount of it. We need liters of it at least. That'd be super cool. Didn't you say it was illegal though? Well, technically. But what Ned doesn't know won't hurt him. He'd lose his head if he knew half the things we were doing around here. I don't know, he seems fairly lenient with you, right? He wasn't always like that. A long time before you turned up, he didn't really shut me down because would you believe it's because I sheltered a criminal? Ned nearly shut you down because of that? Am I thinking the same criminal you are? Trust me, the irony was apparent. I found it very, very funny. What sort of criminal were they? Just a minor demon on the run. I don't know what she did to get a price on her head. I just took her in when she stumbled through the door, dripping blood everywhere. Hey, that's metal. It was extremely metal. How long did you manage to hide her for? Oh, not too long, maybe 6 weeks. The time flew by, if I'm being honest. Why's that? Was she from the clock realm? No, nothing like that. We, Oh! Bonded? Magically? How'd you do that? I thought I heard you telling Maddie that sort of thing was impossible between beings on this plane. No, not magically. We were, lovers. Ew! Yuck! Ew! Happier days. I love hearing when you were young and reckless. Gosh, what do you think I am now, huh? Old and boring? Definitely old. Despite myself, I must say you're definitely not boring. There's that patented Maddie charm. Well, you know me. I'm full of them. Oh yeah? Charms. Hexes. Curses. That's all on your account, old man. Ha! I won't deny it. Oh, Kishin. Hey dude, having trouble finding the kitchen? Yeah, I couldn't. I checked everywhere. It's just beyond the bar, man. You can't miss it. I told you, I checked everywhere. No, you're not catching my drift. It's just behind the bar. You can't miss it. Have another look. It'll be there this time. Sometimes you gotta remind the quantum hallway. You gotta remind the quantum hallways that they exist. Fine. Ugh. How long are you gonna keep him here, Maddie? Oh, we're keeping him? No, we're not. I'm gonna let him stay as long as he wants. He'll leave on his own accord at some point. You feel sorry? Weirdly, yes. I don't usually get attached to customers, but he's a good dude. I like him. Do you like him because he's nice, or because he was good at passing your tools over? Yes. Don't get too attached. He's not gonna be here forever. Well, duh, I know how it works. I'm gonna enjoy having him around just like you taught me. Don't cry because it's over, smile because it happened. Ashley. That's from the motivational counter I threw out last week. I never said that. Same thing. I'm used to people moving on, is the point. I can deal with it. Good. Aww. Oh, it's gonna be sad when he has to move on. Oh, it's Ned. Fuck! Heh. Gotta keep staring at the coffee stand or not? Yes. Okay, whatever. What do you want from this conversation? I'm an open book as far as matters of life and death are concerned. Well, yeah. I don't want to go. I know you probably heard this from, I don't know, 1,000 people or whatever. But it's not about staying around for people or wanting to go back to my old life. As wonderful as, and not stressful as that sounds, like I'm afraid of what lies on the other side. I don't think there's any point to worrying about it until I'm there. I just don't think I've spent enough time. The cafe? No. Alice, I guess you call it a plane? Roughly speaking, I suppose so. I won't know what you did to be able to stay. Sure. Did Maddie give you those hours back? Yeah, why? Well, that's a way. You can just find enough hours to stay as a spirit, half here, half gone. But it's a wretched existence. I wouldn't want to live like that. How would you find the hours, though? There's only so many you can get from consenting beings, right? The crappy psychology of gambling aside, you're right. Yeah. So the question is, how do you do that? How do you create life from nothing? The answer is you can't, Kishin. It's impossible. There's always got to be some sort of balance maintained. Everyone who learns to manipulate the fundamental life force understands that no matter whether they're doing good or bad things with their skills. Here's the thing, though. You don't need both parties to agree. It's just a social nicety, something that separates us from, well, people who don't do that. That's where the idea of vampires came from, for example. Those bastards. They're not special or anything, they're just dickheads. Anyways, if you can take the life force from people, you can also drain it from animals or plants. But in this business, there's a lot we don't or can't understand. One of the things we can't understand is why life force from animals and plants is tainted. It feels gross. If it didn't, everyone would take it. Consequences be damned. How were you feeling today before Maddie took the hours back? I felt like I was slipping away. Like my mind was really foggy. It was really hard to think or put sentences together. Shit! Am I dead? Because it's always hard to think or put sentences together. Damn! No Nobody really noticed, though. Typical. Imagine that, but 10 times worse. You're foggy, but there's also something fundamentally wrong. Like you're a collection of puzzle pieces that don't quite fit together. Like an engine that's running out of oil. That sounds horrifying, right? So should I do it? Probably not. How would I stay otherwise? Well, you could always go on the lam. Just run for it. But you'd catch me. Not me personally, but yes. The council would eventually. And that's it? That's my only option. Perhaps. Depends on how you feel about bonding your soul to eternity to a fundamentally neutral arbiter of justice. I have no strong feelings about it one way or another. Smartass. Would you regret it if you stayed here forever instead of moving on? I don't know, I guess that'd be up to me, right? How do you mean? In the end, how I feel about taking a big branch in my life is just a matter of how I frame it. I can focus on what I'll regret, sure, but it's not a useful way to spend my time. If I focus on the future, on everything that's in the possibility space instead of outside it, it's probably better for me, yeah? Sure. You don't sound convinced. I'm ambivalent on it. I try not to think about anything too hard these days. But if you're willing to accept eternal bondage with the council, I can keep you here. It's not easy work, though. You have to act in the best interest of the system, not its individual parts. Bureaucracy at its finest. How'd you learn how to deal with it? It just took some time. When you're used to it, you learn not to think too hard about what you're doing. As long as you take a holistic view of everything, things generally shake out alright. We tend to only bother the biggest rule breakers anyway. Maddie being one of them? Ugh, habitually. She wouldn't be getting so much leeway if it weren't for Clay. I don't understand that guy. He's nice, we've chatted a bit, but what makes him so special? He's provided services in the past. I can count on one hand the number of people who know as much about the manipulation of life force as he does. He's been researching it for over 100 years. No way, he's that old? He looks like 60, max! Much older than that. Wild. We're getting sidetracked, though. How do you feel about joining the council? I don't hand out offers willy-nilly, you know. I'm interested, but can I have some time to think about it? How much time do you have? You've been out for nearly 25 hours. You're overdue. Put it on Maddie's tab. Ha! Okay. I assume you're not gonna stick around forever. Unlikely. If the next few hours are anything like how I felt this morning, I'll stick around until you have a solid answer then. Cool. So he's already overdue and is adding hours to Maddie's tab. No! That's not good. Wanna get drunk? We're already drinking, mate. Nah, Che told me about something pretty special he's got behind the bar. Was it something really special? He's probably offered me some. And even then. So you've tried the bottled soul? You pulling my leg? Nope. You gotta be mistaken. You haven't seen it in person, have you? Yeah, I've actually seen it. That's quite illegal. I expected better from him. Damn it. So are we not gonna drink it or not? Council regulations will require me to confiscate it or force the owner to dispose of it. We'd be doing him a favor then. I suppose? Come on, dude. Chase said it'd knock you out flat. When you say you, do you mean me? Or you? Or just anyone who drinks it? Anyone. It's like 200% alcohol or something. That's not technically possible. But I'll admit, my interest is piqued. Well, let's not waste any time. Oh, we already had it! Damn it. This was a setup, wasn't it? Basically, you in? Fine. Well, this looks deadly. Good thing dead people can't get alcohol poisoning. Ayy! To bureaucracy! Clink! Ha! To Yo, your orders arrived. 3 days late, mate. Got held up by a mutual acquaintance of ours. Ah, shit. That explained why he's in my hair. I'll be there in half an hour. End of the line. Oh boy. Oh boy, howdy. I mean, it's interesting and all, but it's a lot of reading. But tis the way of visual novels. I just like jam into these guys. The kata basis is considered to be a vital part of the hero's narrative. Every hero goes to hell at some point. And in the stories, they usually come back, which is the bit that seems weird to me. I don't think that's how it works in real life. The cafe had a bunch of heroes come through, claiming they were all gonna conquer hell and come back. They never returned as far as I saw. The idea of kata basis is that the grand scheme of things, hell or the underworld, or Hades or whatever you want to call it. Anyways, it's all the outside world where we are. Like, we're trapped inside the sphere and we leave it to go to hell. Do the ancient Greeks ever consider that maybe we've been on the outside the whole time, just waiting to get in? Maybe they did. Matter of perspective, I guess. I'll ask some time if I ever meet one. But perhaps we're just waiting our entire lives for this, to pass through the to the next place. To be driftwood that washes up on shore or whatever, and the next place actually is. It seems weird, but maybe that's where we're naturally meant to be. I'm thinking it's possible that this world isn't some sort of proving ground or anything. It was just a waiting room. Beautiful, flawed, complex waiting room. Personally, I don't think there's anything like heaven or hell waiting for us. No judgment either. The world doesn't operate in binaries or absolutes. That's just flawed human thinking, projected onto things that are much, much more complex than they can ever perceive. And I don't think that what's waiting on the other side is even something we can conceptualize. I bet it's cool. It's a shame that's a one-way trip, though. Oh, the other crab guys didn't talk. I don't think I'm gonna go on much longer because my throat hurt. Too much yapping. I don't blame you. Maybe one day soon, I'll be able to stop blaming myself too. Oh, this is kind of cool. I kind of like it. Oh my god. Teen boy approached the counter. Shoulders slumped forward, head down, eyes moving on the ground. He looked up toward a drink. He was old enough that he could pass for a young adult with a better presentation. Okay, you know what? If you want to read this, if you want to read it, pause. Because that is a lot. That is a lot! There you go. If you wanted to read that. Oh, hey, there. Studio mode. Yes. That's a lot of reading. Oh. But yeah, we won't go on too much longer because otherwise my throat's not gonna be happy with me. I don't have the energy for this. Oh, me too, Maddie. Especially with everyone watching me. I hope he packed enough conductors. My order form was pretty vague. I shouldn't worry about the conductors when I'm not even sure I can pull the whole thing off without some sort of major screw-up happening. Supplier. Knew that what I wanted the conductors for anyway, so it would have packed enough. He knows that I've got Ashley helping me. Helping you with what, Madeline? Piss off, Ned. Rude. You should respect your elders, you know. God, listen to you. The council made you soft, didn't it? Oh, respect your elders. Follow all our totally arbitrary rules. We'll make some cheap reason to destroy your business. My name's Ned, and I love rules. You done? Yup. Cool. You sound wounded. You should be nicer. Wow, sick comeback. What was it that guy you killed said? Oh Christ, I'm shot. Oh no, what was me? Just a little throwback humor for you. Did I strike a nerve? Did I what? Maddie. When Ed spoke next, it was in a deep, dark cadence, steeped in guilt and self-loathing. If Maddie had been able to see his eyes, she would have faced a withering glare. We're rapidly reaching a point of no return. I can no longer promise to shield you from the consequences of your actions. What you just did there, quoting one of my victims' dying words at me, that was low. Even for you. Frankly, I'm disgusted. You dare to poke at my guilt? You dare? Let's talk about guilt, shall we? I don't suppose you might have any weighing on your conscience right now. As I thought. They may still weigh heavily on me, but I am absolved of my sins. I've had 100 years to process that, and I had to redeem myself through my actions. You? Your sins are fresh. There are lance marks on your soul, deep cuts in your aura. Swallow your arrogance, novice. I know what you did. And I can't wait to see how you plan to make this right. Ooh, things are getting spicy. Ooh. Tuan, age 16, thinks he's smart. Not antisocial, just shy. Read a bunch of Wikipedia articles on autometry and considers herself somewhat of an expert. Hannah, age 16, knows she's too smart for her own good. People watching, self-indulgent teenage angst, taking advantage of the fact she's too smart for her own good. So I'm not sure that alcohol actually makes you feel anything. In fact, going by its chemical properties, I say it's the opposite. Shut up, dork. We're planning a heist. Metaphysical debates about alcohol can come after. But this isn't metaphysics. I'm talking about a simple chemical interactions with our brains. How dare you shout me out in my own chat. Please take the energy you put in it to penitentiary and redirect it toward the plan. The plan? The plan! What's the plan? I was thinking I could just reach over the bar and grab the first bottle I see. Huh. Sounds risky. Very chaotic neutral. Oh god. I see a lot of people playing Monster Hunter. Yeah, that's like literally all my following pages. And what's your alignment then? Neutral good? Uh-huh. I'd say I was lawful neutral, but... And that's the coward's option. Yeah. But getting back to the plan. Using your own pedantry to distract you was absolutely part of the plan. Wow, so little faith. Gotta minimize liabilities here. You're out here playing checkers while I'm playing six-dimensional upside-down laser chess. Shit! I galaxy brained this, and now I'm holding the fruits of my labor. Didn't you mean our labor? If you insist. Give me a closer look at that. What sort of fruit did we pluck from the booze tree? Really searching that metaphor out, huh? Yep. I don't recognize the language on this label. What? Let me look. Oh, is it Liquid Soul? What the hell? I don't recognize it either. Maybe it's a cipher. What'd make you read a cipher just to know what you're drinking? A sadist? Oh, we could ask Maddie what it is. She's a sadist, right? Yep, that sounds like a great idea. Let's go find her apart from the fact that we specifically nicked it from her. Alright. You're meant to be the lawful one here, dude. We agreed on neutral good. Me not challenging your assertion does not make it an agreement. Oh yeah, I didn't even do any saves, so that's probably a good idea. So where are we? Oh, I think we're right here, so we don't have that much left? There's only 2 acts. But it is a lot of reading, so I will probably split it up in 2 anyway. Regardless. Wait, hold on. I sense a dark presence. Do you feel it? No, I don't feel anything particularly spooky in the air. Yeah, me neither. Hi. Hello, children. I see you've stooped to petty thievery. Alas, sprung! Can't believe my heist career is over so quickly. Ah, don't give up on your dream, kid. Speaking of, you know what happens when you drink this? I assume some sort of drunkenness? Does it make your teeth fall out? Well, last time I had a shot of this, I woke up in Adelaide. Wow. So the result was 700 kilometers worth of drunkenness and bad decisions. But I woke up 6 hours before I took the shot. I had to drive a rented car back and explain why I disappeared without trace and somehow accidentally time traveled. Holy shit, can we give it a try? Ha ha ha! God, no. Never heard of liquor licensing laws? I'd end up in jail! I think it'd be an excellent formative experience. Yeah, if you're not perpetuating teen drinking culture, you're a loser. Somehow I remain unconvinced by your passionate arguments. Well, we tried. You kids have way too much time on your hands, you know that? Better than not having enough, right? I'm utilizing my time to practice my skills. It's not wasted. Well, the non-existent industry sector that relies solely on the skill of reaching over bars and stealing bottles of enchanted booze is gonna be lucky to have. That's so validating. Thanks! Can I get 2 coffee or anything? Hot chocolate? Kinda busy tonight, but I hope that grabbing you with free drinks will stop you from nicking my shit. I'll take a free drink. I feel guilty taking one since it's all... Yo, she's pinning it on him! Hey! But I'll graciously accept your author... What'll it be? Hot chocolates for both of us? Hot chocolates for both of us. Alright, 2 hot chocolates. Seriously, don't steal anything else while my back's turned, or I'll feed you to, Sprite Elemental. I wonder. Sprite Elemental. Maybe it's a metaphor. Is she saying that she'll eat us? Is she the Spite Elemental? Oh no. Maybe the real Spite Elementals were the friends we made along the way? I hate this. Fair. Who's this? Hey, yo! Hi! Samantha, 32, American? Visiting Melbourne for work. Devastatingly patient. Trust me, you kids don't want to meet a Spite Elemental. Have you? Yep. Got pretty close to not making it out alive. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna save it here. Because My throat's really starting to bother me, so I think this is a good stopping point, and I'll have to pick this up a different time. Thank you everyone for joining. I'm gonna go send the raid out and rest my voice, because it is actually starting to hurt quite a bit. Let's go raid a Bonnabelle. Bonnabelle's playing some Undertale. So the raid message, as always, is eyeball raid. My emotes if you're subbed. If not, use whichever you see fit. And I will see you guys next time. Bye for now!